Hi, welcome to the Tapped In podcast. Today I interviewed a longtime friend of mine, Rebecca Duker, who is now a trucker. And she had so many things to tell me about trucking that I just never knew. And she's sharing her journey about getting into trucking and all the challenges that she faced, as well as how much she loves it and what her day-to-day looks like. I'm so happy to have you on this podcast because I have so many questions about you getting into trucking. So are you okay if we just get right into it? Or do you want to?
Absolutely.
Okay. Are you comfortable? You're still in the driver's seat, it looks like. Are you?
Well, you want me to jump back there?
I don't know. Yeah, let's
Cribs. Should we do where the magic happens?
Hopefully with nobody at the truck.
Exactly.
How long was your day today? When did you get started?
I started yesterday. And so I went down to Little Rock. I did get some off time because there was a receiver that is a little bit that starts a little bit later than
Receiver of
some
the
other
goods?
receivers.
Is that what you mean?
Yes.
And what are these
And
goods that
so
you're carrying around?
milk. So I haul milk, fresh milk, straight from the titty to the city, and they pump it and then they process it. Prairie Farms, Highland Dairy is typically where I go, and then you guys buy it out of your jugs or.
My son drinks a whole tank a day. So when you deliver it, they actually pump it out of the tank and you tank back with you. So you're never without the trailer or tank on the back then, right?
Right. They wash it right there, and then we take it back with us, and then it's refilled, typically within 24 hours.
Very cool. What made you decide to get into trucking?
I always had a fascination with trucks. And then I think I was just at a place in my life. My kids were grown. I had several different jobs and didn't really know what I wanted to do. And it was just time to try something that was going to give me a challenge and do something that was for me, that I wanted to do. And it was trucking.
And how challenging was it when you started?
It was a whole different ball game than I thought it was going to be. It was not as easy as I knew it wasn't going to be easy. But I thought it was just going to be just learning to drive a truck. It was not. It was learning all the different parts of the truck, the pre-trip and post-trip, a killer, basically every single part of the truck. I know how to change a tire. My dad taught me how to change a tire in a car, not to know what every single piece of a semi was. Basically that's what you have to know. And they want that perfect. And you have an officer standing there with their book and they're looking down at you, and you have to get that. You have to get that right. So yeah.
What is
it was a lot of studying.
What is the most difficult part of actually driving the semi?
The other people. Just looking out for what other people are doing, and other people not knowing how semis operate.
Mm-hmm. So what is something that normally does and you're like, God, they do this every time. Why can't someone just put this out on a podcast for everyone to hear?
That's actually, I'm glad you said that because I had a list that so many of us talk about. But if we're slow to go up a hill, that means we are going to go fast going down a hill. So if you go to pass us on the left, going up the hill, don't jump right in front of us in the right-hand lane
Okay.
going downhill because we're going to have to switch over real quick into the left-hand lane. Otherwise, we're going to burn up our brakes. If it's super hot, our brakes are going to be on fire. We're just going to have a big mess. So if we're really slow to go up a hill and you want to pass us, just give us some time. Stay in the left-hand lane and let us go down the hill. The other big thing is if there's if we're in a lot of traffic like St. Louis or Chicago and it's stop and go, and we leave a big gap, it's not for you.
It's always for
It's
me. What are you talking about? It all the
it's
time.
because
Calling my
it's because
name.
we're very heavy and it
Yes.
takes us a very long to stop. Especially like with me, I'm a tanker, and it when I stop, it can actually, even if I'm stopped, I can be pushed. I'm not baffled, meaning I don't have, baffles in my tank.
Okay.
So I can,
So the,
all that liquid goes back and forth, back and forth. So it can actually continue to push me.
ooh,
So if you cut in front of me, you risk getting wedged in between me and another
ooh,
car.
that's scary.
So
Danger
that
zone.
space is not for you.
Noted.
Yeah.
Will not be going in front of tankers anymore. Racing around you. Just want to get ahead of you. Oh, that's
Yeah,
me. I'm right there.
yeah.
All right.
And fun fact is we are highlighted, and so we're looking down. I can see everything that happens on the card. Oh, we've seen it all. Oh, we've seen it all. We've seen it all. Oh, we've seen it all. We've seen it all.
Oh wow.
We've got to
Yeah.
keep it classy, but we've definitely seen it all. We've got
Speaking
some
of
stories.
yeah,
Yeah.
speaking of seeing like into the cars, obviously there's always children, right? They're doing the whole honk your horn
Oh,
sign. Do you see
makes
that
our day.
constantly? It does? Oh, good.
Oh,
Okay.
makes our day. Makes our day. Absolutely.
Aw.
Um, Children, teenagers, adults, high
Oh,
school, I mean, college kids, people do it, and it makes our day.
is that how you still
Um,
honk the horn in the truck though? Or
yeah.
it is? It was like a little that's
Yep.
awesome. Well,
Hmm.
so you kind of live in your truck, right? Or do you always go home?
Kind of. So my delivery days are Wednesday, Friday, Saturday.
Okay.
So I'll sleep in my truck Tuesday, uh, Thursday, Friday, and then I'm typically home Sunday, Monday.
Okay. And is it just it's one bed or a bunk bed? What is back there? Can you show us?
Sure. It is just a bed. Can you see that?
Yep. Is
And
it
then
comfy?
it is because I've got extra stuff on it. And then we do have windows. I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they lift up. Um, we have speakers and lights. And this is where we can control our bar heater.
Okay.
That's what controls the heat. This is controls the air. This is for the fridge. And we can lock the doors from
Oh, from
laying in the
there?
bunk.
Oh,
Uh-huh. Yeah.
so what is that like seatbelt looking thing kind of above the window? Or
So this is if we rode with partners, you would be actually strapped. There would be a net, and you would have to be strapped in
oh,
with a net. There would be a net that laid across you, kind of like a seat belt. So, and then there's just kind of like this net. Then there's some cabinets, and it's just got blanket and extra set of clothes and shoes. And then this is, um, well,
kitchen? What? Oh, the toilet.
this is actually the toilet. So, so for people that don't know, this is actually the best thing, and this can be actually used for camping as well. This is
Okay.
actually the toilet, but this is horse pellets. So it is pine pellets. Can you see that?
Yeah.
So when you pee,
Oh, it's
can you
human
say that?
litter.
It's right. It turns to sawdust.
Oh
And
my
so,
goodness.
yeah, and it smells like pine, so it smells really good. So it is just super, super compressed pine.
That is
So,
a nice
yeah,
little hack to know. I have never heard.
yeah, yeah. And so actually I got my family using it on camping trips. Um, so yeah.
All right, that's
And
cool. That's really cool.
yeah,
Um,
and a lot of women use like kitty litter and stuff like that, but you don't want to do that because that messes with your pH balance. The more you know. Yes. We got another cabinet and then TV mount and another window. Got little vents. More cabinets for
oh
food.
yeah, cabinets wherever there's little space, huh?
Yep. And then feather duster, CB.
So do you have Wi-Fi or are you just
Uh,
on the cellular network?
there there is Wi-Fi in here. I think it just works for the things that the truck needs, I guess. I don't know.
Hmm.
I don't ever use it.
You failed that
I
part
don't
of the
know.
time.
Right. Like you can't watch Netflix with it. It won't work
Okay.
to watch Netflix with it.
So there's
So,
no shower in there. So when you do sleep in the truck and you want to clean up or whatever, what is your routine?
I am super blessed because the farm is actually, I live about 13 miles from the farm, and I live directly off of the road to the farm. So I'm able to scoot in there and take a shower. Um, Otherwise, we take showers in the truck stops. I try not to do that. When I was over the road before I came here, I had enough of that. They are gross. They are expensive. Um, and I don't know if you ever read my story on Facebook about taking a shower with Gold Tooth Ricky.
Oh no, I
Um,
haven't seen that one. Tell me about Gold
but
Tooth Ricky. What?
but sometimes interesting things happen. Gold Tooth Ricky was from California. The showers there were very expensive. There was no place to park, and I had waited like 7 hours for a shower.
Oh my god.
And had paid $50 for parking so I could wait 7 hours to shower, and had finally gotten my number called, and had gotten in there and started taking off my shirt and heard the deet 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 of the number pad, and I thought it was just the number right across the shower right across the hall. But no, it was actually my shower room, and in pops Gold Tooth Ricky. And it was um, a man who had gold teeth, Um, and needless to say, both of us were very shocked. But he handled himself very, very nicely and smiled real big and stuck out his hand and said, well, I feel like if we're going to shower together, I should at least take you to dinner first.
Oh.
Um, so, needless to say, he backed out, and I had my shower. And as I was coming out, he was coming out of a shower down the hall, and he bought me dinner after our showers.
Aw.
And it was a Pilot Flying J at a Denny's, and I had the best T-bone steak of my life that night. So yeah, and
I mean,
for a long time, me and
we're-
Goldtooth Ricky, we kept in contact. So I don't know
that's
what he's
cool.
up to now, but yeah, for a long time we kept in contact, and he handled himself very nicely, and he made a very awkward situation not as awkward. So yeah.
I love that. So did they give you the
Yeah.
same, everyone has the same code? I don't get that. They should
I
give me a
That is
different
the
code.
only time that I have ever had anything like that happen.
Oh
I
my
have
God.
no idea what happened there. Um,
And the showers are disgusting.
yes. Yeah.
So it's like
Yeah.
ugh,
You wear shower shoes. Um, yeah.
sponge
Yeah.
bathative.
Yeah. I'm treated very, very well at the company I'm with now.
Oh,
My seat is heated. I've got a very nice seat. Um, the last company that I was with, I did not have a great seat. So I have a lot more luxury and a lot more comfort. Um,
I'm glad to hear that.
yeah, they take
So
very, very good care of us here.
I think when your trucking journey started, you had to buy your own truck, right?
No, that was some people did. They did like a lease to own, which I did not. That was It did not make sense to me at all.
Mm-hmm.
Um, all the old heads said that that was the most ridiculous thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
So I just kind of followed what they said, um, and did not do that, which I'm glad, because most people that did that are not still doing that. So it didn't necessarily turn out that great for them. So I was very, very blessed to have landed so quickly in my career at the place that I have. A lot of people, it seems, in trucking, move around a lot. It's just a
Oh,
normal thing to be at a couple different companies a year.
a year.
Um,
Oh my gosh.
yeah, and or even every few years. And this is only the second company that I've been with, and I will never leave. Um,
Maybe I would
they're
join the
great.
company too.
You look great, girl. Do it. Come
A truck-
on.
You
Come
think I could be a trucker?
on. Absolutely. Absolutely. Come
We should go on.
on.
Can you take guests on a road trip? Like, oh, you?
I I can one time per quarter if I make the safety bonus now is how
Ooh,
they have it. Yeah.
yes. You're gonna
Yeah.
do it.
So the rest of the like this is the only, I mean, most places you can take um passengers, they have a passenger policy. This place does not. Um I'm not sure. Now, I will show you my Black Beauty.
Okay.
um Now we have new trucks, and mine is a 2024,
Oh, it is
and
brand new.
ours, yeah, but the 2025s just came out, and they are actually red and don't have anything on them. So this is mine.
Oh,
I don't know if you can see that.
yeah, I can see it. Oh, do you have to like wash it down? Or you said that wherever you deliver, they wash it down for you?
No, they wash the inside,
Oh,
but I'm pretty particular, so I try to get it washed like all the time. So, but that's my
it's
baby.
a beauty.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure when you first started, didn't you have this thing where you were on the side of the road, like something happened? I don't know if it was a tire or what, but can you tell us that story?
Um, well, I've been on the side of the road a couple of times. Um, yes. So that was with my other company. Again, this company would never let me sit for 8+ hours on the side of a highway, in the middle of nowhere.
Hmm.
Um, but yes, I was on the side of the highway in the middle of Colorado, I think, the flat part of Colorado. They just kept telling me that somebody was coming to help me. And when they finally came to help me, uh, the Loves people, they said there was nothing that they could do to help me.
What was wrong? Why did
My
you have to call?
radiator blew.
Mm.
And so I had to get a tow. And so then I had to wait, I don't know, it was another 4 hours or something for a
Ugh,
tow. Um, yeah, it was awful.
that
It
is
was awful.
awesome.
And I mean, I was trying to make the best of it until it got dark. And then I was scared.
Yeah.
That was it. I was just out there and the reason I was scared is because I couldn't be on my truck because I hadn't made it all the way off off the highway. And
Okay.
so like my mirror and like the front part of the corner of my truck was still just a little bit in the
Yeah.
road. And so if another semi hadn't gotten over, they
Yeah.
would have hit me. And so I couldn't safely be in my bunk or, in the truck. So I had to be outside.
Oh
And
my
that's why I
God.
was sitting in the chair in the median for hours and hours.
Oh my
Um,
gosh.
so it was really, really hot during the day. And then at night, it was very, very dark. And then I was hearing the animals. And um, yeah, that's when I started losing my nerve.
Yeah.
So,
That is very
yeah,
challenging, but you got through
yeah,
it and you're
I
tough.
did. I did get through it, and I am still trucking, and I'm glad these people would not leave me on the side of the highway for that long.
Yeah, you're with a good company now. They'll take care of you.
Yeah. If I would express that, hey, I'm not feeling comfortable, somebody would pick me up, something would be done.
Hmm.
But uh, there, I just kept watching, you know, truck after truck of mine just go by,
With the same
and
company and nobody even,
yeah.
oh my God. Can you communicate to the other truck?
I could, but I couldn't. I didn't have permission to leave my truck, and so if you leave your truck and you leave your
Oh,
trailer, then that's abandonment of a load, which would go on your
uh,
CSA score, and um,
okay.
which is like
Wow. Mm.
a huge no-no. Yeah.
Well, you stuck it out. I'm proud of you. You did good.
Oh, thanks.
So are you
We
glad that you
lived.
made this decision to become a trucker?
I am very glad that I made this decision. I will probably do this until my body cannot do it any longer. Um, I'm hoping I can continue to truck the rest of my life because this is what I love. I am,
Who knew? Oh my God.
I
Who
know,
knew?
this is the most happy and at peace that I am when I'm here. This is,
Well, that's good to
this
hear.
is,
I
this
mean,
is
there's
my
not a lot
happy
of
place.
people that can say that about the job that they're in. And
Right.
who knew? Like, I would have never thought that someone would say that about trucking. But
Yeah, when it's in your blood, and that's the way that I feel every day. Every
oh,
day when I see my truck, it's just like, hey, baby. You know?
take you for a ride.